Hello everybody, it's John from Veganism Kills. Today I'm doing a video to help people out to understand what they're doing because there's so much information going around about veganism. I think I should, share what I know. Since even though I live in New York City, I used to have relatives that were country boys, and I used to go visit them for the summer when I was a kid, and I learned a lot from them. And one thing I've gotten from them is I learned some animal husbandry and I learned how to grow shit. Now, here in my little balcony here in New York, I see people eating things that they shouldn't be actually eating. Uh, I'll give you an example. Most people don't know what this plant is, right? But this is actually very easy to grow, and it's called white goose foot, lamb's quarter. Well, it's all they gave it all nicknames of meat because this is actually more nutritious than spinach. But the problem with that is that it also has more oxalates than spinach, and spinach has a lot already. So why people would eat this? When a farmer, if he sees it on his land or his grazing pasture, he'll rip this up because he knows that if the sheep get into it and eat a batch of this, they'll be dead within 24 hours. What do I see on YouTube? I see vegans picking this off their front grass with some grass, throwing it into a blender, juicing it, putting it in a child's bottle, and giving it to their child and telling everybody it's healthy. If you're going to recommend people eat something, you should know what it is and its content. Plants don't come with a list of ingredients. You have to know them in order to eat the right ones. Eat the wrong ones, you could die. That's from seed. Those are marigolds. That from seed is zinnias. And then you got these plants. Some of you might, like Christina Raw, you should recognize these. These are flame orchids. Actually, when you look them up, they're very colorful. They're yellow and red. You can actually eat the leaves and the blossom from this. But again, I don't recommend it because who knows, that's very fertile soil with a lot of nitrogen in it. It might not be healthy to eat because of the way I grew it. Okay, now that's from New York City. That's my balcony. All right, I have other plants in my house that I grow. It's to exercise my green thumb to keep my country boy alive. If I always say to everybody, if disaster ever happens, I'll go down to the nearest park and feed 1,000 people within 6 months. I just don't understand this vegan diet where these guys haven't grown a plant. They don't know these plants have a hidden label of contents where some of these plants are quite toxic to humans. Like you see that lamb's quarter, or they also call that a bacon plant. It is very nutritious, but again, if you eat too much of it, it can kill you. I've seen people telling, "Oh, it's okay to eat rhubarb" on YouTube. And they're saying eat the whole plant. I was like, no, you can't eat the whole plant. You eat just the leaves of a rhubarb, and you can die just from eating the leaves from one rhubarb. I don't trust these vegans. They don't know what they're talking about. They're inner city people. What I take to be emotional problems because I don't know. I never got upset about beheading a chicken, and we ate it. I mean, a cat eats a mouse. Do you think the cat, who's supposed to be a sentient being, sits there and wallows all day that he had to kill the mouse? No, he had to go kill another one. I'm starting to wonder about the mental health of a lot of these people. Again, if you live in a congested area, I suggest you move out and start seeing how people live when they're not stressed so much. And maybe it'll help your mental stability. Because what I'm seeing is you can't drink milk, you can't eat meat, you can't do anything but eat plants, and the plants they're telling you to eat are toxic to humans' existence. They'll kill you. It's not no. The advice you're given has actually killed people. I never heard anybody child die by telling them to go drink some milk. It's a big difference. You feed your child a piece of steak, your child's not going to die if you feed them right. And basically, that's it. Be aware of what you're eating. Don't let people tell you it's healthy. Check it yourselves, because these people aren't telling you the truth and they're misinformed. Now, on that, I'm out of here.